Dear listener, so what makes a perfect holiday romantic comedy? One character who learns the true meaning of Christmas? 1 to 2 protagonists finding love during a magical time of the year? 5 to 10 holiday songs? A remake of a classic is optional? A heaping cup of cheesiness and 2 tablespoons of charm? Recipes vary, but one thing we did learn is that love actually is not either one of our favorites. Listen to find out which ones were our favorite holiday rom-coms. Sincerely, the Shrinking Violets.
Hi, this is April.
And this is Lourdes.
And we're the Shrinking Violets.
And this is chapter 24, where we'll be talking about holiday rom-coms.
Yay!
Yay!
We skipped November.
There's a lot of things happening in November.
It's so busy.
Yeah. But we're here now!
Yay! We're gonna be talking about holiday rom-coms, which I can't say it's like my favorite type of movies, but when the holidays come, they're fun to watch.
Yeah, they're pretty fun. And some of these you've probably heard of because they're old, and some of these you probably haven't heard of because they're kind of new. So do you want to start off?
So the first one is that I wrote down is Love Hard, and that one is a newish one on Netflix. And that one I know that like the first time that I had heard of it, it was because I watched the reaction of it with Cindy, her YouTube.
Yeah.
So I thought it was gonna be one of those like where she's basically like trashing the movie.
Yeah.
And she actually ended up liking it. So I was like, wait a minute, what? Because it looks so cheesy.
Yeah.
And just bad. But when I watched it, I actually thought it was pretty funny. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Was it cheesy? Of course it was. Yeah, it was. But it wasn't that bad. And so Love Hard, I'll go ahead and read what it's all about.
Yeah.
It says, an LA girl, that's Nina Dobrev, unlucky in love, falls for an East Coast guy who she thinks is played by Darren Barnett. So the guy in Never Have I Ever, it's Paxton, I think.
Oh, he's in it.
Yeah, and decides to surprise him for the holidays, only to discover that she's been catfished. This lighthearted romantic comedy chronicles her attempt to reel in love, and she catfished by a guy, and that guy is played by Jimmy O. Yang. So it's kind of one of those things where she realizes that love, or like you start liking people from who they are on the inside kind of situation. Because we've seen many of like those catfish or type of movies that it always ends up that way.
Yes. Wait, so she ends up what did you say? She ends up
finding, so like just like a guy on a dating app, and she's catfished, and then she finds out that like the guy that catfished her, she fell in love with who he was, despite of how he looks on the outside.
That's kind of scary to like a story where the person falls in love with the person catfishing, because they're catfishing.
I know, but it's funny because when she goes out there and she's like so mad, and he's more like, you came out here like thousands of miles to see me with just unannounced. So like, if anything, I'm scared of you too.
Oh my god.
And there's a little scene where they do where they sing like Baby It's Cold Outside, but she's singing it like the normal version, and he's like, no, like this song is very predatory. So as she's singing it, like, baby it's cold outside, and like really, I have to leave, or how she says that, and he's like, okay, go for it, there's the door. But he's making up the song like as in like, okay, you're free to go. just on the spot as she's singing, and it's actually quite funny.
Yeah. How many Santa Clauses out of 5 Santa Clauses would you give this movie?
Oh my goodness. That's really hard.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just give 3 Santa Clauses.
3 Santa Claus. Will it put you in the holiday cheer?
It will, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Right. And then when we're talking about this, I had found something that it was like a bingo, like a rom-com bingo.
Yes.
Right? And that one I found it says it's by somecrafters.wordpress.com. Just putting that out there, so in case people wanted to search for that.
Yeah.
And I guess that one kind of has like a bunch of things that if you're watching a Christmas rom-com, you can kind of fill in the squares to see if those things actually fit in. So it fits a lot of those squares, like fake girlfriend, boyfriend, because they kind of do that in that situation. Out of league relationship, I guess. Someone learns the meaning of Christmas, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So there's like a bunch of things that fit under that one.
Cool.
Okay, do you want to move on to your next one?
Yeah. I can go into The Holiday?
Yeah.
Okay, so The Holiday is probably a movie that most people are familiar with because it's kind of old. It has Cameron Diaz and what's his name?
Jack
one
Black.
guy. Jack Black and that other guy. What is his name? And Kate Winslet.
Jude Law.
Jude Law, there you go. So, The Holiday. Dumped and depressed English Rose Iris agrees to swap homes with similarly unlucky in Love, California, Amanda for a much-needed break. Iris finds herself in a palatial Hollywood mansion, while Amanda navigates the lenses of a picture-perfect English village. Soon enough, both lovelorn ladies bump into local lads. Local lads who wrote this. Perfect for a romantic pick-me-up. So yeah, basically these two women swap houses because they're like very unsatisfied at the moment. They're like, you know what, I need to get away. And it like in their moment 2 weeks outside of their own bubble, they find people that they're like they find their significant others for the rest of their lives. Actually, we don't know what happens like years later, but hopefully.
I'm gonna assume that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things where like it's not realistic, but
yeah. Like who?
Cool.
Cause I was watching this yesterday for the first time. This is the first time I was watching it yesterday.
What?
Yes, I've never seen this movie. But I thought it was so. I mean, I get it. It was a like home exchange program or whatever.
yeah.
But like they didn't even meet before doing that, and like the person who's exchanging their home could totally be like a total like, I don't know, they're gonna rob your house or something. Like how can you just trust it?
Yeah.
So crazy.
I guess now they would do more of a timeshare thing or a like an Airbnb type of thing.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But I love Jack Black in this movie.
I love Jack Black in this movie because there's something about him. They made him he's very he can be charming.
Yeah.
But it's weird because you don't usually see him be charming. You just see him be the funny guy. And here he's like charming and the funny guy, and the movie actually convinced me that it was like they created a world in which Kate Winslet and Jack Black do seem like they could be together.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
I think they actually wanted him to be in the movie. Like it's not like he was like, well, I should probably go for it. No, I think they wanted him to be, and I think he had said like, well, I don't know, because I don't know if people are gonna take me seriously or something.
Yeah.
But I was convinced,
Yes, I was
that
too.
like he can actually play those roles, and also I really like Iris's
Yeah.
cottage. It's so cute.
Yeah.
But I guess it was not real. It was just made for
I thought it was real.
for the movie. I don't think so.
Like the exterior, what is real?
The exterior,
yes,
but not the
interior.
Interior.
I don't think so. That was probably a set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I just want to be in a cottage.
Yeah.
It seems so nice.
Yeah. That one for sure is one of my favorites. What would you give it? Santa Claus.
Okay. I was gonna say that this movie is weird for me because like I was bored at some points because me watching adult relationships can get a little bit boring to me because I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
But I love the parts where what's her face, Amanda met the Jude Law's girls. Like that was incredibly adorable. I love all those scenes, and I love that they ended up finding themselves and everything. So that's like it gave you some sort of warmth to see. So I would give it 4 Santas out of 5 Santas.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that one, if I am just thinking about holiday rom-coms, that one is my favorite.
Yeah.
So I will give that one 5 Santas.
Wow!
Yeah, I just like Kate Winslet's role in it, and also Jack Black.
Yeah.
The next one is also a classic, and that one is Love Actually.
Yes.
That one came out in 2003.
Wow.
I'll read what it's about. The screenplay delves into different aspects of love, as shown through 10 separate stories involving a wide variety of individuals, many of whom are shown to be interlinked as the tales progress. The story begins 5 weeks before Christmas, and it's played out in a weekly countdown until the holiday. So that one has a lot of pretty famous British actors in there. And I rewatched it. I didn't quite finish it. I only needed like a few minutes, but I've seen it so many times. And now, as I was watching it, trying to be a little bit more like critical, it's actually not that funny.
I think I watched it like once or twice.
Yeah.
But I remember the first time I watched it, I'm like, so why is this movie so like, you know, why does everybody really love this movie? Because to me, like some stories kind of bored me, but some of them were cute and funny. So it's a mixture for me.
Yeah, exactly. Like some parts, like I don't really care too much about the singer. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of parts where I'm like, I don't know if I care too much about it.
Yeah.
Or like the guy who really wants to have ladies, and so he says, I'm gonna go to America because they love British people.
Oh my god.
The accent, so I'm gonna get a lot of ladies in America. Yeah, so it's like, okay. And also the way that the American president is portrayed is like so terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that
Yeah.
it's not possible, but it's just like, it's just funny to see it
from their eyes.
Yeah, from their eyes. And of course, the prime minister is like this charming guy.
Of course.
Yeah, but it's really not that funny, but also it's British humor. So
what I like most about it is the message that love actually is all around. Like that's my favorite part about it. But
some parts are cute. Will I continue to watch it? Probably.
Yeah.
It just really does put you into the whole holiday spirit, I guess.
Yes.
So I think I would give that one 3.
3 Santa Clauses.
You?
I would probably just give it 3, yeah. Because I know it's a classic for a lot of people. So I'm not going to give it a 2. I think I'd make some people angry. I'll give it a 3. Yeah.
Okay. can go.
Okay. So the next one I'm gonna talk about is Dash and Lily. Dash and Lily's. Wait. Yeah. Wait. In Netflix it's called Dash and Lily, and in the book it's called Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. So basically, it's a teen rom-com set in New York. Lily and her brother create a notebook of clues to leave at the Strand bookstore to lure potential boys she can date. Dash finds the journal and is intrigued, and throughout the whole story, the two main characters only speak through the journal, daring each other things and trying to convince one another why Christmas sucks/rules. So, yes, this is a show, and you can basically watch it all in one day because I've watched it like twice in a day. Only because I'm like doing other things and I have it in the background and I realize, oh, it's finished, let me start it again.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that one is quite cute. What do you think of that one?
I love that one so much. I haven't watched it this year because I kind of wait just a little bit because I already know I'm gonna finish it quite quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the characters.
Yeah.
I thought they actually did a pretty good job from the book, and I
yeah.
think we've talked about Dash and Lily quite often.
I believe so.
Well, you're gonna hear it again.
Again!
To really watch it if you have not seen it.
Yes. And if you don't want to see it, like, read the book. The book is actually quite better.
Yeah.
But both are pretty good.
Yeah, and I think we were talking about how we like the book because you get to hear it from both of their perspectives a little bit better.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can like a show or a movie can only do so much.
Yeah.
And like trying to hear their inner thoughts, you know?
Yeah. Oh, and I haven't been doing the bingo thing, but this one falls under Someone Learns the Meaning of Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Dash. Okay. And I guess a little bit Lily because she has like this very like she's a perfectionist when it comes to Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And she learns that, you know, it's not all about that. And then there's a Scrooge character, Dash.
Dash, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I put them under.
There's I think that there's where like there's a fight or like or something, right? Crazy bad family tension. Kind of.
Because of the whole like parents want to move to Fiji, grandpa wants to move to Florida, and Lily's just like
Yeah. I feel like it is kind of like a Christmas countdown sort of situation too. Yeah. So that one is a good one. How many Santas or reindeer do you give it? We'll go to reindeer now.
Okay. So, if you're gonna watch it, don't expect it to not be cringe because it is. You know, there are cringy parts, and sometimes how the characters talk it sounds cringy. But because I love watching it every Christmas without fail, I give it 5 reindeers.
Yes, I give it 5 reindeers. Oh, I guess it's what is it called? Sunshine and...
Sunshine, what do they call it?
Grumpy Sunshine?
Grumpy Sunshine.
Yeah, it's a Grumpy Sunshine kind of thing. So, if you like that type of stuff, I think you like this one.
Yes.
Okay, so my next one is called Just Friends. Have you seen this one?
I don't think I have.
Okay, well, here is what it's all about. High school student Chris Brander, that's played by Ryan Reynolds, loves his best friend Jamie Palomino, that's played by Amy Smart. He finally confesses his feelings, but she tells him that she just wants to be friends. And he leaves town in shame. 10 years later, Chris is a successful record executive and involved with self-absorbed pop star Samantha James, played by Anna Faris. He still pines for Jamie though. And when his plans to go to Paris for the holidays fall through, he returns to his hometown to try and win her heart. there's a lot of things that
Yes.
would not fly now.
Oh.
If you can imagine, I mean, there's Ryan Reynolds, and then there's Anna Faris.
Yeah.
So you know that type of comedy. There's just a lot of like fat shaming and like fat jokes and things that are obviously not appropriate. They weren't appropriate then, but of course they got away with it. Because I don't know when this came out, but it was a while ago. So if you want to overlook that and the kind of dumb humor that Ryan Reynolds and Anna Faris are known for, it's actually pretty funny. Like, I guess when I see it, it's more of a nostalgic type of thing. Not because I really am nostalgic about it, but because I watched it when I was younger.
Yeah.
So it just reminds me of watching it when I was younger. But yeah, it's this one leans more towards, I think, comedy than the romance, although obviously the romance is a big part of the plot. But yeah, he basically, like, they're best friends, and he writes to her like in the yearbook saying, like, you know, I want to be more than friends, and she's like, she says no, because she turns him down, like, I just like you as a friend. And, so he kind of uses that to drive his, like, need to be this handsome, like playboy type of guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this one definitely learns, like, meaning of Christmas and like true, love, or like what it really means. There's, I don't know if there's anything else. Out of league relationship, if you want to think about, like, from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think that's pretty much it. Clearly illegal action that works out because Christmas. Probably a lot of stuff.
Oh my god. How many reindeers would you give it?
I give this one 3 reindeers.
3 reindeers.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, my next one, and this one is somewhat of a Christmas rom-com, because I mean Christmas is in it. I mean, I think it's sandwiched. I was rewatching it today, but I didn't finish it. But I'm pretty sure it's sandwiched with the Christmas holiday. So Christmas is at the beginning and then Christmas is at the end. But it's called Holiday. It's a movie with what's her name? Emma Roberts and this one Australian guy. So, fed up with being single on holidays, 2 strangers agree to be each other's platonic plus ones all year long. All year long. It's called Holiday because every holiday they are each other's plus one. Only to catch real feelings along the way. Of course that was gonna happen. We basically see all of the holidays in this movie, and it's a more comedy, or actually it's quite equal in rom and comedy, but it's a lot of comedy, and there's a lot of, like, dirty jokes all over the place, but it's mostly suggestive. But I don't know why I have this weird obsession with watching Emma Roberts movies, so I had to watch that movie. And it's just fun to watch. But yes, again, it doesn't have Christmas all over the movie, but it does open up with Christmas and end up at Christmas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would count it.
Yeah. And then as for the bingo thing, I would put it, where would I put it? Fake girlfriend / boyfriend. So just, fake relationship. Yeah. They're just pretending, and then they end up being together. Yep.
Cool. Do you want to rate it?
Oh, yes. I give it 4 snowmen out of 5 snowmen.
Okay.
Because it's fun. Yeah.
Okay. So my next one is called While You Were Sleeping, and that one is an older one. I think it looks kind of overlooked But when I looked up lists about, the holiday rom-coms,
Yeah.
some of them would mention this one. So it is a lonely transit worker, Lucy Eleanor Moderates, that's played by Sandra Bullock, pulls her longtime crush Peter from the path of an oncoming train. At the hospital, doctors report that he's in a coma, and a misplaced comment from Lucy causes Peter's family to assume that she is his fiance.
Oh my god.
When Lucy doesn't correct them, they take her into their home and confidence. Things get even more complicated when she finds herself falling for Peter's sheepish brother, Jack.
Oh my god. Why does
Yeah.
it sound familiar? I think I've seen this movie, but I don't know.
Maybe.
It sounds very familiar. Like the part where they misunderstood.
Yeah, because
Okay.
she kind of, sort of says it, but they're like, oh, okay. And then, can you imagine, like, this guy's in a coma,
Yeah.
and then they're just such a welcoming, like, cute family, and she
Yeah.
really doesn't have anybody. So they do welcome her into, like, the holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
And while she's there, there's the brother who
Yeah.
is like, acts so, like, kind of like shy and, like, just very nice guy, like a cute guy, kind of
Yeah.
humbled, and so she starts falling for him, but it's like, what, I can't do anything now because he thinks that I'm his brother's fiance.
Yeah.
And all these things. So so I think this one is just, it's kind of set around like Christmas time and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not too holiday-ish, but it's set around that time.
Okay.
So I think this one is more romance than comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Although, like, the comedy is in a kind of like a situational, like, things that, like, oh no, like, what did you get yourself into?
Yeah.
But it's very cute. So this one, I would say this one gets like a 4.
Ooh.
4 snowmen, because it's kind of like a feel-good one,
Yeah.
If it's an older one, sometimes there's those the older movies kind of give you like some sort of like feeling, where kind of like how Sleepless in Seattle kind of does.
Yeah. I see. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So yeah, I give it a 4.
Okay. And where does it fall in the Christmas rom-com bingo?
Ooh, probably fake girlfriend, fake fiance.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So my next one is, and then this one I haven't seen in a while, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but it's titled The Family Stone. And then let me read the synopsis. So Everett Stone, Dermot Mulroney Dermot Mulroney wants to bring his girlfriend Meredith Morton, Sarah Jessica Parker, to meet his Bohemian Connecticut family at Christmas. Straight-laced Meredith, feeling she needs backup, asks her sister Julie, Claire Danes, to come along. Hoping to win the approval of her boyfriend's parents, Sybil, Diane Keaton, and Kelly, Craig T. Nelson, and the rest of the family, instead, Meredith succeeds only in highlighting her uptight personality and making Everett doubt his intentions. So it's about this lady who, gets invited to the fiance's family house, and she's just so uptight that nobody ends up liking her. It's really sad. But everyone ends up liking her sister. It's so sad. And I think, I don't want to spoil it too much, but I don't think she ends up with the guy. I think she ends up with someone else, because it's a big family, and but it's the part that I love is the family. You get to see the family and really get to know them, and really the family is just so adorable. Yeah, and you feel bad for this lady who's, uptight. You're kind of angry at her, like, why isn't she more, why does she have to be so awkward? Why does she have to be so uptight? But you
So
also kind of
cold.
feel so cold. But you also kind of feel bad for her. But she does, I believe she does get a happy ending, because she does learn a few things. So, yes.
Cool. So I guess that would fall under character doesn't believe in love, or like just love in general, as in like
Yeah, like it's
family
weird. I
kind
guess
of-
she has a weird. She believes in it, but she's I don't know. She's uptight. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where else would I put it? I had put. Oh, I didn't put
Is
it.
it family tension maybe?
Definitely, there's some family tension. Yeah, I don't know where else I would put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just remember really liking the movie. There's really sweet moments in it with the family, and I would give it 4, even 5.
Oh.
Rain elves. I would give it 5. I would have to rewatch it to really like. I don't think I've watched it as an adult, so I would have to rewatch it now that I'm an adult and see what I think about it now. Yep.
Cool. Okay, so this one's my last one, and this one I actually watched yesterday, and it's called Four Christmases, and it's when their plans for an exotic vacation falls apart. Unmarried couple Brad, played by Vince Vaughn, and Kate, played by Reese Witherspoon, must spend Christmas Day trudging around to a quartet of family get-togethers. While Brad counts the hours till he can escape the onslaught of crazy relatives, Kate begins to wonder about her own choices and ponders whether her family members are so crazy after all. So yeah, this one is actually it was quite funny. I was laughing at some of these scenes because they're kind of like the new type of couples where like I don't care if I get married, I don't really want to talk about that yet.
Yeah.
I don't want to have kids and stuff. So they just want to travel and have fun. And so, yeah, they're about to get on a plane, but things are obviously for like weather and stuff gets canceled. And they had already told their relatives, all four, because both of them come from like divorced parents. So if they're gonna visit someone for Christmas, it's gonna be like, well, I have time to visit like my mom's and then my dad's, and so both of them on their ends, right?
Yeah.
So that's why there's 4 different Christmases that they would have to go to.
Dang.
And so they're like, no, we don't want to do that. So they make up this lie about doing some charity work, and so they're at the airport. It gets canceled. They're in like their kind of like vacation, cheesy like vacation gear, and then this reporter who's like, oh, we have a lot of flight cancellation because of the storm or whatnot. And they interview them, so it's like, oh great, now like they're on the news.
Yeah.
So their family's gonna find out that they were about to go on vacation, that they lied.
Oh my god.
So now they have to go to all these Christmases, and it's just a bunch of like weird like family, like there's crazy families situations, and yeah, so I think like the Vince Vaughn character, he really is set on not getting married and having kids, but yeah, Reese is kind of saying like, well, my family, I've always kind of thought, yeah, they're crazy for having these kids and getting married and stuff, but when she's seeing that, it's not that bad. So it's not like she's telling him, it's not like I'm saying we should, but we should definitely talk about the possibility that at some point we will need to talk about this. Yeah. And so there's, I guess, a lot of lessons learned there too.
Yeah.
So I guess I would put it under not love, because they do love each other, and I think this one was kind of different because you always have more like single people in rom-coms, and then they end up being, but this one they already were together.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah.
So I think this one has, because it does have a breakup scene, so I'll put it under that, and crazy like family tension type of thing.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen this only because it's Reese Witherspoon and
I love watching her
the
movies.
dude.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I've seen this because I feel like I've seen them together.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how many L's would you give it?
Ooh, okay. Maybe 3.5 L's.
3.5 L's. Okay.
Just because I would have to watch it again.
Yeah,
See
that's
if
how I feel about some of them.
Yeah.
Okay. And my last one, which I don't think people really consider to be a rom-com, but if you really think about it, it has rom and it has com in it. And that movie is Elf.
Yay!
With Will Ferrell, and I guess a synopsis for it, I didn't look for one, but I mean, I'm pretty sure most people have watched Elf. It's just about an elf who goes to New York looking for his dad, and in New York he ends up finding like he finds his dad, but he also ends up finding a girl that he likes, who is Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like the funnest Christmas movie, and I just realized I have not watched it this year yet, and I really need to watch it.
I know. I really.
But I think Elf would fall under Christmas deadline, and leading lady / male wears Elf. Elf costume.
There's talks to animal in an animate object.
That's true.
The dad kind of learns about like love and meaning of Christmas.
Oh yeah. What about character doesn't believe in love? Does Zoe Deschanel believe in love? I don't know.
Maybe we're talking about confusing her with Summer.
I feel like she kind of played she wasn't like super bubbly when he met her.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Kind of like this is just my job.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Here.
Unrealistic job? No, just kidding.
It's just a cute movie. How many
what? How many?
I don't know.
How many Christmas trees do I give it? I give it 5 big Christmas trees.
Yeah, 5 Christmas trees.
5 Rockefeller Christmas trees.
Oh yeah. Oh, and remake of like a classic Christmas song. Not a remake, but obviously she covers
the
songs.
Wait, she sings the song that you said was
inappropriate. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully our ratings of elves, Christmas trees, snowmen, whatever, helps. If you have not yet watched those movies,
Yes.
or if you want to rewatch some of the movies that you think that you like, but possibly not so much anymore.
Yeah.
Or just like, these are okay.
Yeah.
So I do have something for you that you can play and our listeners can play. And this is kind of like something that I took like the idea from the podcast that I listened to, Good Job Brain, and what they did, I think it was just regular movies, but what I'm doing is holiday rom-com movies. And theirs was like Lifetime and Hallmark movies. So they said the titles of possible Lifetime or Hallmark movies, and then threw in their fake titles.
Okay.
So you're gonna guess if this is an actual movie created by Lifetime or Hallmark.
Oh no.
Or if it's a fake one that I created.
Okay.
Okay. So I have 12 titles here. Okay, so the first one is Lights, Camera, Christmas.
Ugh. If it's real, I'm sad. If it's fake, blah.
Either way, it's
Okay. I'm gonna say it's real.
It's real.
Ah!
Yay. Good job.
Oh
Okay. Number 2 is Christmas Yule Blog.
Ew. I'm hoping it's fake. Oh my god. Okay, I want to lock in my answer. It's fake.
That one is real.
Oh my god.
Number 3, Marry Me at the North Pole.
That sounds real. Dang, that was hard. Okay, I'm gonna say real.
Okay, that one is fake.
Oh my god, okay. Marry me
Okay.
at the North Pole.
The next one is The 9 Kittens of Christmas.
The 9 kids. Why are there only 9? What is... Why? Okay. Oh my god, I really hope this is fake because if it's real... What? Okay, I'm gonna say it's fake.
Okay, that one is real.
Damn it! Okay, I have to think in terms of would April make this up? Okay.
Number 5 is Pride, Prejudice, and Hot Cocoa.
Oh my god. I'm gonna say... Would April make this up? Okay, I'm gonna say it's real.
Okay, that one is fake.
So pissed right
however, there is a Pride, Prejudice, and Mistletoe.
now. Oh my god. The trick
Okay.
one.
Ready? Gone with the Snow.
Not Gone with the Wind, but Gone with the Snow. I'm gonna say it's true.
That one is fake.
Oh my god. I won so hard. Okay.
Ready? Number 7. The Tinsel Bride.
I'm gonna say this one's real.
This one is fake.
I'm sorry, I'm being very loud, but I'm so frustrated right now.
Okay. Number 8. Never kiss a man in...
I'm so scared.
Okay. Never kiss a man in a Christmas sweater.
Oh my god, this sounds real. April, are they all fake?
This one is real.
Oh my god, okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Number 9. Puppy Love Christmas.
I don't like this. I'm gonna say it's fake because I really hope it doesn't exist.
That one is fake.
Okay,
Yay.
good.
Number 10. Meeting Mr. Kringle.
Meaning Mr. Kringle. I'm gonna say it's real.
That one is fake.
Oh my god.
Okay, ready? 3 Wise Men and the Baby.
Oh my god. Isn't this a movie? Isn't this an actual movie but not with wise men? I'm gonna say it's fake.
That one is real. Okay, the last one. Sense, Sensibility, and Snowman.
Oh my god, kill me. They need to stop. They need to stop. Or unless it's April doing this. I'm gonna say it's fake. I'm gonna say April came up with...
That one is real.
That was so hard.
Yeah, so that's just
Oh my god.
to show you how ridiculous these titles are.
Yes.
So yeah.
They should hire you.
I know, they really should.
Hallmark should
I got
hire
some
you.
good titles in there.
Oh my god, they were like seamless. Like they all sounded like the same person made them up.
So hopefully, those who played along, you let me know how many you got right
Yes.
out of 12.
How many did I get right? Like 2?
2 probably. And I think we're all done for today.
We're done.
Yay! Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Alrighty. We will see you until the new year.
Yeah, Happy New Year and all that comes in December.
Cool.
Cool.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. Where do you want to take a picture?